See King Kong battle the Kong of Steel. Challenge a copter squadron. Defy an army of tanks. Fight primordial monsters. An all-new adventure. King Kong Escapes. Thrilling in Technicolor.
Gee, this is fun. I never get to play the bad guy. Oh!
German sips with a grin so wide. Pogs on the table can't hide his pride. Creator in the corner starts to glare. Madness sparks and hate fills the air. Stack 'em high, a tower of luck. Germans winning, it feels like pluck. Alice Matt's fury, a brewing storm. Visions of pogs in every form. Pogs are spinning, tables turning. Alice Matt's eyes with fierce fire burning. Germans' laughter echoes loud in a world that's pog-bound proud. Matt sees and he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Alas, Mud fumes can't take no more. Pogs and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see. It's about what fun could be. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann.
You guys want to go get some D-E-S-S-E-R-T? Yeah, dude, I need me a T-R-E-A-T.
What you guys talking about?
Yeah, why did you guys just spell dessert?
No, shut up! Don't say it.
Why? Oh god, how do we tell you this? Simon can't spell. What? He can't spell, so when we talk about something he wants, we spell it out loud so he doesn't get too excited.
He's a grown man. He can't handle hearing the word treat?
Treat? No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh. Okay, what is happening?
We told you he gets excited when he hears the word T-R-E-A-T.
What you talking about?
Taxes.
Oh, shucks.
What, so you guys just treat him like a toddler?
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Treat?
No treat.
Oh.
Dude, you gotta spell if you're talking about F-O-O-D.
Okay, so Are we getting an S-N-A-C-K?
Snack? Oh, come on,
Oh,
man.
dude, really?
Oh, come on. I spelled it.
Well, he knows how to spell snack.
So he can spell snack, but he can't spell treat?
Treat? No treat! Treat? No treat! Treat? No treat!
God damn it! Okay, he's getting fussy. It's time for an NAP.
Yeah. What does NAP spell? Party.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
What?
How can you say this? You got some nerve, sitting there shameless. I bled for this order, killed for your peace. You hail my strength, but treat me like a freak. This is outrageous. You treat my power like it's dangerous. I saved your lives, now I'm seen as traitorous. It's unfair. I'm the chosen one, ain't no council pet. You gave me Jedi status, but still show disrespect. Fuck that, I'll burn this temple to ash. I'm done with your crap, I'll teach some younglings their last class.
Take a motherfucking seat, young skywanker. Yo, entitlement thicker than a hut, getting fatter. Ego inflated like a pie versus bladder. A saber with anger don't make you matter. I hold more power than a Death Star reactor. A mace fucking wind, do no hair, just swagger. You pose like a Jedi, but your presence is weak. I step in the room and the force gets on its knees. You sit in a chair just cause I let you breathe. My purple saber so big it don't fit in the sheath. Boy, you're still a slave. Health's got the leash, while I'm the reason Yoda meditates in fucking peace. Take it away, Obi-Dub.
It's over, Anakin. I am high.
Feeling like a force ghost on a permanent trip in the sky. Head over green in the pipe. Yo, this kush got me deep fried. Had a vision, Qui-Gon said your boy picked the dark side.
What about the droid to tackle the Wookiees?
Padme hit me up on a late night shift. Sliding smoother than a Jedi mind trick. I felt a great disturbance in my pants. Your girl felt it too. She called me master. I made her wet dreams come true. Before I left, she said, tell Anakin this.
May divorce be with you.
Yes, yes.
You stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in tight end, and as I touched down, just like you in a game, I'm in another town, and nothing feels the same. Wish I could go back when we met that day. Oh, whoa, and throw a flag on the play.
And let's see, am I coming in clear? Am I coming in clear? I want to hear only from the real people, not those of you in the chat that want me to DED, to unalive me because you're afraid of my influence, of my growing influence. Monkey King of Zulandia, otherwise known as Plunchcast, go back to Plunchcast. It's easier to say. Since you're streaming at the same time as I decided to move mine to a later time today instead, just so I can troll you in the chat. D-word man. Hello to Plunchcast, and I'm going to scroll down because you sent me a super chat. So let me thank you for that. Shout out to you for that. For $2, New Zealand, he says. Okay, I have to read the actual word. Duckman and Lady Shadowban in a tree. Yes, this happens in a tree, in a car, anywhere. That is, I can vouch for that. Yes, absolutely.
What happened?
I mean, he says that me and you are on a tree.
On a tree?
Yes.
What about it? I like trees.
Okay. Vinzinger, what's up? He says, "Sup, amigos. I'm so excited for this stream because I love me some Creature from the Black Lagoon." Well, I'm glad you do. And we're going to talk about that and among other things as well. Richie Dube says, "Good evening. Hello, Richie. Glad to see you here." By the way, Vince Inger, if you want to do the honors, if you can, share the stream out or promote my stuff out there so we get more people to watch. It's a nice balance or counterbalance, I guess, to the tornado out there that surrounds us. And you know what I'm talking about. So let's get more people, especially with Halloween coming. We got Halloween around the corner. And well, not around the corner, a whole month before we get to Halloween. 24 days, no, 25 days to be exact. 25 days to Halloween. So we got a whole month to talk about monster movies and horror stuff, horror classics. So let's make it a fun time around here, And I got to talk a little bit about the Road Warrior Superthon and what I'm going to do with that because I had to think about some things with that. So we're going to get into that in a bit. Richie Dupe says, "Good evening, hello Richie. Thanks for seeing you here." Richie in the Chizat. KSS says, "I just saw this. It was on my YouTube feed. So you mean to tell me you didn't hit the bell icon on the sub part so you can get notified?" Well, actually, hold on. Time out. I talked about this before that a lot of my channels I'm subscribed to that I have hit the bell icon, I don't get notified of them until I actually start going to their channel, and then YouTube starts sending me their notifications. So it's kind of weird, but if you don't actually go to a channel often and voluntarily see the videos for yourself, you don't get the notifications when they go live or what have you. It's kind of stupid. So it's a thing like, wait a minute. Does that mean you're not watching my stuff, Kansas? Does that mean you're not watching my stuff? Wow. Plungecast is the only one say slit or shit. Probably shit because he's rapping. That's how it goes in the rap world. They got to curse. You can't talk English in the rap world. My favorite Sardinian. I don't know what that means. Oh, wait. My voice is low? Let's see. Yeah, it won't. It's not going. Okay, you know what? I know why. Testing 1 2. Yeah, because I got to put this thing closer to me. That's why. I have a bad habit of putting the mic closer to me. So shout out to Plungecast for bringing it to my attention. So now I can talk louder. Now you guys can hear me very well. Happy birthday to you, my good friend KSF. Thank you for being here. And of course, Colors with. By the way, guys, Colors. Don't talk to Colors. Don't reply to her. Don't add her. So I have to.
I love you, Carol.
So I have to reiterate the rules of the ban zone because there's certain rules when it comes to the ban zone. So the way that works the ban zone is this: when someone's in the ban zone, when they're in the ban zone, you cannot add them, you cannot reply to them, you cannot acknowledge them because they're banned. So we have to respect the rules of the ban zone, and I feel like we're not respecting it, and that's not good for us because as a community, we are a community of people, and we have to respect the rules of the community. So Colors and Gee, both members of the ban zone, cannot be replied to, cannot be spoken to. You cannot read their text. They're banned. Okay. And speaking of the ban zone, this Thursday on Indie Comic Outliers, we're going to induct a new member of the ban zone. That's right. After much deliberation, I have decided that we're going to replace Jabbage because Jabbage hasn't been seen here in a minute. So I think he has been DED'd. So we're going to introduce a new member of the ban zone. New member. I won't say who it is yet, but we're going to induct him, and he's going to have all the shame and embarrassment in the world because he deserves it. Because he said something last week, and that's it. Lines crossed. So a new member is being inducted in the ban zone this Thursday on Indie Comic Outliers. So stay tuned for that because you're not going to want to miss the ordination. And yes, it will be quite the ordination. How? I don't know. It just will happen. But let's see here. Who have I missed? KSS says Creature from the Black Lagoon is the best Universal monster. Okay. Well, he's my favorite Universal monster next to Frankenstein. And just to show you guys, this is my NECA figure. This is the NECA Leonardo. And I've shown this figure on stream before, but this is the Leonardo figure from NECA during their Ninja Turtles Universal Monsters crossover. This is the Leonardo Gilman crossover. I should put the light on for this. Let me hit the light on because I think y'all see it better with light. So. Okay, Lady Shawban's got it for me. So there you go. So there's the Leonardo.
You're welcome.
Which, in my opinion, is their best sculpt. It actually this crossover works well because Leonardo is a turtle. Turtles are reptiles. Gilman is an amphibious creature, so it works well. I'm scrolling past the chat to make sure that my sound and everything is good. Ban zone better than Dario's up. Ban zone defective zone. So inducted. No, that's not a word. Oz Great Sage. That's not a word. I know what you did there. That's not a word. Respect me. I'm a member of an important community of comic book creators. You need to respect me. The Gill Man is my favorite Universal monster too, says Vin Ziegler. Yeah. Again, so this is the Leonardo toy action figure. Minus all the accessories. I took the accessories out because I like the Gill Man without accessories. But yeah, this is a great sculpt by NECA. Totally one of their best sculpts. And I like it. I like it as a good Gilman figure. So it's awesome. It's pretty fun. However, it's not the only Gilman figure I have. I have a little one keychain figure, as you can see right here, who, by the way, is in sync, or not in sync, in ratio with my monster from the Humanoids of the Deep figure. Remember Humanoids of the Deep with Doug McClure? Also one of the Video Nasties from the 1980s, but it's on the same size ratio as this. This is pretty cool. I'll show that collection later on, but I also have another Gilman figure from I don't know which line this is, but here it is. I bought this. I got this at Heroes Con. That's why. Was it Heroes Con? Yeah, Heroes Con. I got this at Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. Actually, no, I don't know if I did got this at Heroes Con. No, wait, did I get this at Heroes Con? I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it was a different con. But yeah, I got this little figure from the somebody somewhere. Okay, it says a lot of them took off all the accessories because they kept going down the bathtub drain. Well, you know something? You gotta be you gotta keep it sanitary. So whatever you can do to prevent a situation with the plumbing, that's what I say. Now, for those of you that are wondering, for those of you racists in the chat that are wondering, Helmut is not going to join us tonight because he got stricken with AIDS, so he's going to be taking the night off. He'll be back on Thursday, hopefully. And till then, we wish him well, and we wish him all the best. May he have a speedy recovery of whatever he's got. I won't ask because I don't judge. But anyway,
Told him to stay out of those German brothels, dang it.
he won't listen.
I know.
Anyway, so Guy, last month's kids. Wow, look at all those toys. Thank you. First of all, Guy. First of all, my kids are grown up. Number one. Number two, you're in the ban zone, so what you say has nothing of value. It means nothing.
Number 3, he loves his toys.
Action figures. Guy, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna gaslight me tonight because you're in the ban zone. So you stay banned. Banned. So yes, today's movie that we're going to be discussing, the Gill Man from The Creature from the Black Lagoon. Let me pull up some material, some promotional material, because I had just finished watching the movie 6 minutes before stream time started. See, this one's a good picture. Let me put this one up here. And then after we talk about this, I want to talk about another movie that's kind of in line with gill monsters and fish creatures and the likes and have you. So let's see here. Pull it up. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's IMDb. That's no wonder. Screw it. It's got some good pictures, so we'll show it. Okay, so yeah, this came out in 1954. The Gill Man did, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And 1954 was a very nominal year when it comes to science fiction, creature features, and specifically the nuclear threat, the threat of the nuclear monster, the radioactive monster. I'll go into a list of movies in a second. We just check out the chat because I think I've missed some stuff. Maybe not, but still. Don't be cheap with the super chats, by the way, because I bring the butters. I was like that with my dad's collection at 7 years old. I feel so bad how I ruined them. Well, then you understand. You understand then, Plunchcast. You understand. There's no hatred. Just don't touch my shit because I'll fucking shoot your hands off. So, there you go. Helmut says, I'm literally here. Yes, I see you literally there. Watching. And I don't frequent German brothels. I find my ladies at McDonald's, KFC, or the local beefy factory. We know what you do with beefies. We know what you do with beefies because you made Prime do it, you sicko. You made Prime do some sick stuff with his beefies. KSS Creature from the Black Lagoon is about a creature from Creature from the Black Lagoon is about a creature from a lagoon that's black. That's racist. And then he saw a hot lady and wanted her. And he got her. But he didn't know what to do with her once he got her. That describes the incel. See, this movie's about an amphibious incel.
Read the next one.
Oh, wait. The next one? Oh, screw you, Kazan! Screw you! I was going to give you common validity, but you can go right to hell. Just when I thought you turned it around, just when I thought you figured it out and are ready to play ball, you got to say some dumb shit. Right, Keza? Right? Why can't you be like my good friend Plungecast, who actually contributes positively? He says, I had no idea how much he spent making and painting the model sets and how much money he spent on them. So yeah, so you understand the dad's plight when it comes to his action figures. Just don't mess with him. If you're a child and your father has action figures, don't touch him. Pretend he has a shotgun waiting to blast your hand off. It'll save you countless years of regret. Let Plungecast show you the way. Regret's not a good thing. Gilman wasn't a nuclear freak. He was believed to be an evolutionary cryptid. Well, here's the thing, Tesla. It was 1954, okay? 1954. And they were toying with that possibility because in 1954, a lot of radioactive movies were coming out that year. There was Them. Remember Them? There was, what is that? The Beast from 20,000 was the year before. But still, 54 was a nominal year because that was the year of Them. That was also the year of Gojira, the Japanese Godzilla movie that came out in 1954. So that was a nominal year. Very nominal year. My dad built some model planes, etc., but no toys. Well, did you check under his bed? You probably didn't, and you probably made sure you didn't check under his bed. Because I won't let you check him under bed. Degenerate. Angela Curry's, hey, Elasma and chat. Welcome, Angela. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you here. KSS says, oh, sorry. Lady Shut Up, I disagree. D-Word Boy knows exactly what to do. What does that mean? Oh, wait, never mind. Oh, never mind. She's actually filing for me. Yes. Lady Shut Up knows one thing. She knows I know how to love. So we'll leave it at that. Let me see. How about that? A misunderstood water creature with a weird head shape. Who reminds me of some. So you're so hilarious, mood of hell. Earlier today, I wish you well. I told the chat that we wish you well. We are going to pray over you. We're going to lay hands over you. We're going to wish you the spirit of Allah to clear you and cleanse you. But you can forget it now. I hope the AIDS cripples you to a raisin. Because I'm being kind to people, and this is how I get treated. Every day, every time, all time. Now I buy him stuff. So this is Plungecast continuing with his therapy. Now I buy him stuff to make up for it. Guilt and karma. Well, you are the way, so make sure you show the rest of the chat not to interfere with Daddy's toys because it'll end badly for them. Always. 1954, and it's in the first 5 minutes of the movie, you jerk. Well, you know what, Kissy? I'm going to tell you something right now. This conversation could have went somewhere positively, but you wanted to throw spears at me. So now you feel it, and I hope you continue to feel it because we could have been friends. We started off as friends, but no, you had to be a jerk and just chuck him in your spears. Can never be in peace. We can't be Minotaur. There's no communitar with you at all. Can we vote for the next Ban Zone inductee? No, I've already chosen. There's no democracy here. This is a constitutional republic. So I have chosen the Ban Zone inductee. I already informed him. He's already taken the news awfully, so it's a good choice. So on this Thursday, you're gonna find out who it is. Alas, I can't relate it to that. Why am I reading your comments? You're in the ban zone. Like, why am I reading your comments? You're banned. There was no need for that. Dad turned 86 years old this weekend. So, kids, here's the moral of the story: don't touch your dad's belongings, so he may live a long life. That's the moral of the story. So, Lady Shut Up and says, "You mean the I'm not gonna read that word. Shame on you for that. No, you're not going to the ban zone. You're not going there. You think you are, but you're not. You're staying right there so I can torture you. Making an example out of you." Oh, Jolly 12's in the chat. He says, "Hey guys, hello Jolly, welcome to the stream. Can use a boomerang for what? For what? I don't. What is it with these non sequitur sentences? Can people try to catch up with the conversation? Connect, absolutely connect. No, you're not going to the ban zone. You're not. That you're right, Kissy. You're not going there. Absolutely not." So we got the Gilman from 1954. From the Creature of the Black Lagoon. 3 movies this creature gave us in the Universal canon. Not connected to the other Universal monsters in the canon. So it's its own separate timeline, own universe. But it did produce 2 sequels. There was the Revenge of the Creature, which came out in 55, and The Creature Walks Among Us, which came out either in 56 or 57. The Revenge of the Creature was fun. Nice continuation of the Gilman's Reign of Terror. But the third film, The Creature Walks Among Us, was it tried something different, but it didn't work out well. I'll leave it at that. It wasn't a good movie. It was interesting, but I wouldn't say a good Gilman movie. But the Gilman has had other appearances in later movies. He was famously in Monster Squad, and probably the best looking Gilman adaptation. And there was a version of it in Guillermo del Toro's not Pan. What is that movie with the water? Something water. I forgot the name of the fucking movie. What's wrong? My dementia's kicking in again. Hold on. The movie with Guillermo del Toro with the creature from. Here we go. What's that called? This is called. No, not that one. Yes, and I'm sure the chat's gonna tell me, but I'm not going to look at the chat. I'm gonna find out for myself. The Shape of Water. Okay, there we go. The Shape of Water. Yeah. So there was a version of that creature but in the movie The Shape of Water. Not exactly the Gilman, but inspired by it, obviously. And then Abe Sapien from the Hellboy stories is based a little bit off the creature from the Black Lagoon. So very influential monster in various media and stories. Clint Eastwood was in the second film. Yes, he had a cameo as a I think it was a it wasn't a fighter pilot. Yeah, I guess it might have been a scientist or something like that. Very, very, very small role. I don't even think it was a speaking role. But yeah, yes, I already got it. Yeah, Shape of Water. Yeah, Shape of Water. Yes, I already read it. So don't count because I found it for myself. I did me. I'm independently me. So okay. Vinzingas, I'm aware of the two sequels, and I've seen the two sequels. But Revenge of the Creature is my favorite creature of the Black Lagoon sequel. Okay, that interesting. So why will he be the most favorite? I guess let's find out about that. Let me hear from your thoughts on that one. Monster Squad did an awesome job with their version of Gil. Oh yeah, absolutely. I would have hoped that NECA would actually get the license from that line to do figures, and I would definitely snatch up that Gilman figure because I really liked the design of that figure. That and the Wolfman are the two figures I would like to get if NECA ever got the license to do the Monster Squad monsters. They should. There's a lot of licenses that NECA could get. They could get the Monster Squad. They could have even done Guyver. So many good IPs they could get figures off of. Anyway. Fun fact, Guillermo del Toro used Chosen to make a Creature of Black Lagoon remake film. Was chosen, not used. Yeah, I think he meant was chosen. Yeah, he was chosen, and that didn't happen. I would have liked to have seen. Actually, there's a movie coming out by Guillermo del Toro, The Bride, I believe. It's called The Bride. And that's, of course, an adaptation of The Bride of Frankenstein. So he's toying with the Universal monster lot. I don't know how good that movie's going to be, though, but for what it's worth, he is directing it. I'm singing in my bathroom zone. Well, you shouldn't be listening to me because I will kill the bowels. You want something that's going to encourage the bowels, not kill it. So I don't know what to tell you. Back my indie movie produced by Lady Shadowband and directed by Lasman, The Shape of Peanut. Oh, you know, screw your cousin! Anyway, so yes, The Creatures of Black Lagoon is the first of 3 Gilman movies and the first Universal Monster movie since Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. And the thing that stands out about this movie is the underwater photography. A lot of the monster scenes are shot underwater, but the photography is done really well. You get to see the actor. Actually, the monster is played by 2 actors, or is it 2 actors or 1? But Rico Browning was the one credited, and I believe there's a second actor that played him during the actual swimming scenes. Let me see. How many actors played the Gilman in Creature from the Black Lagoon? There we go. The answer is 2 actors, exactly. So Rico Browning was the guy. He played him on the water. It was Ben Chapman who played him on land. So Rico Browning was an experienced diver, so that's why they had him do the underwater scenes. And the underwater scenes are actually very well shot, very impressive choreography. With the way the creature swims throughout the rocks and the plants, it's really well shot, really well planned out. You could tell they didn't just say, "Hey, just do whatever." Either they directed him or him being an experienced swimmer, he just made use of the sets. It was actually impressive. When you see it, you'll see how impressive it is. I like Revenge of the Creature. of how much more in tone it was to the creature of Black Lagoon, how it did a good job executing the idea of imagining Gilman being trapped and brought to the U.S. Okay, so probably more because you like the fact that he was brought into civilization and caused terror in civilization. Yeah, I get that. That makes sense. Um, is that Miles of a movie or is it your uncle? Sorry, I know. Shape of Water about social outcasts who all check the SJW box. In spite of that, I actually kind of liked it. Could have done without the definitely banging that fish guy. Yeah, that's why I kind of avoided it. I honestly, I don't like stories that involve bestiality. I joke about it in my Road Warrior Drake books. There's a reason why I joke about it because it should be mocked. It shouldn't be celebrated. It's weird. You know, I can suspend belief on in fiction for a lot of things. Bestiality really ain't one of them. I can't do it. You know, like I just can't. Even if it's done for comedy, I have issues with it. Like I excuse it for like Who Framed Roger Rabbit because it's a cartoon comedy and the idea of him being married to Jessica Rabbit is absurd in of its own right. But outside of that, like I really don't. I can't. So yeah, the lady and the fish guy thing is like, yeah, I'm good. I can't. Like I'd rather not. You know, just I it's the I we're surrounded by enough degeneracy in fiction. I don't know if I can excuse this type of degeneracy. But yeah, you mentioned SJW box. Yeah, I probably avoided them. I may avoid that movie. I don't know. I've avoided it for a while. Something about it just didn't feel right with me, and you kind of confirm it. So like, yeah, I think I'll avoid it. But yes, absolutely. Oh, that movie for me. Oh, Michael Diachi says, I'm relieved that bestiality is off the table. It's always off the table. Oh, totally. Absolutely. That's why I make fun of it in my Road Warrior Drake books, because it should be mocked. Ship of Water having place is actually the fish day. So is it bestiality? Well, I mean, can't just imply it. It's got to be directly stated. Then no, it's not bestiality. But if it's implied, then that leaves room open to the possibility that it may not be the case. Therefore, it's still bestiality. Shape of Water is a Jewish promotion of interracial marriages. It's basically the anti H.P. Lovecraft, and it sucked ass. I gotta get back into reading my H.P. Lovecraft stories. I'm so behind. I really have to get back into that because this is the time to do it. A Lasback can't do bestiality unless it's a D. We're getting bored by a weightlifter. Too much diversity around here. You know what? If there's too much versatile, we have to do something about it. We got to diminish the versatile. You're right. I'm gonna have to start eliminating people. So if your complexion is the same as a pack of Skittles, you're banned. You're out of here. Anyway, Shape of Water is beastie, says Plungecast. Okay. I've got a bestiality. How did this conversation get to this? Wait, I've got a bestiality scene coming up in my. Why am I reading this? What is wrong with you people? It's to mock. Oh wait, it's to mock anthropomorphs, not your anthropomorph, but other people's anthropomorphs. Point being, anthropomorph equals bestiality. Aha. Well. See, here's what I've overcome that bit, Black Cat Cinefied, because my character isn't from that kind of relationship. I am, so you're not gonna be talking about me. I am not talking from the ass of all. No, so wait. Anyway, there's some cool color photos out there behind the scenes. This, yeah, there is. I don't know how, because I've seen the color photos. I don't know if I want to show those, only because I think the black and white really lends itself well to the movie. The movie was shot in 3D, and a lot of people who are familiar with the movie know that this is a movie shot in 3D. And my first time seeing the movie was back in the mid 80s, early 80s, in New York City. I was a let me see. Let me put this one up here. I can open up new image search, and there we go. Okay, there we go. I was in the 1980s, right? WPIX, New York, the home of the New York Yankees, who I actually hate. But they they did a showing of the creature from the Black Lagoon, and It was in 3D. Let me share this photo right here. There we go. That's a much better photo. It was in 3D, right? They did a 3D showing of Creature from, and I remember the commercials too. It was actually pretty fun. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find those commercials because those commercials were fun. WPIX Creature from the Black Lagoon 3D. Let's see. And when they would show the commercials, they would tell you which magazine to get the 3D glasses. And I remember my siblings. See, they have the on YouTube. They have the clips of the movie in 3D. And when you watch the movie, you can see which shots were done specifically for 3D because they have the creature walking towards you. There's a lot of shots of them with the harpoon gun aimed at the camera. So there was a lot of that. But yeah, I was hoping to see if I could find the commercial from WPIX in New York with the promotion for the but yeah, I don't think they have it on your YouTube. It kind of sucks. Let me see. Let me try a Google search because sometimes that Reddit or some other website will have it if they have the actual commercial. Let's see. Okay, wait. Somebody. Okay, I see a clip of it. Not a clip. I see somebody talking about it on some website here. Let's see if they have it. If they have it, then we're gonna show it. If they don't, then it's fine. Yes, that's the Revenge of the Creature promo. So no, that's not it. That's not it. Let's see. Yeah, this is the Revenge of the Creature, but 11 Alive. Okay, so it was, back then it wasn't WPX. It was known as 11 Alive. That was before the it became WPIX in New York. 11 Alive. Let me see. Let's go back to that website and let's see if I can find it. Continue finding. I want to show you guys that commercial. Okay, I think this is let's see. Well, let's see here. Okay, here's a let's take a look at this. Oh wait. No, this is a random. No, screw it. Let's show it. Let's see what this is. This is 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, these are probably the bumpers. Yeah, no, we don't want to show the bumpers. We don't want to show the bumpers. Let's get back to this here. All right, I'm going to try one more search. If I can't find it, then we can't find it. I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. So it's perfectly fine. Maybe I should try 11 Alive, not WPIX. 11 Alive. There we go. Okay. And I'll check out the chats in a second. But yeah, it doesn't seem to have it. Okay. Yeah, that was it was a very fun commercial and it left a mark on me when I was a kid. Yeah, they don't have it. So, all right. Actually, while I got this one to open, I'm going to look for a specific trailer for another movie, which we'll discuss in a bit since we're on the topic of Gillman. Yeah, because I mentioned the Gillman is very influential creature and not just its own canon of films, but other films as well. Okay, let's see. Is this it? Perfect. Okay, good. I'll get to that in a second. All right, let me go to the chat for a second. That's what you guys been saying. Let's see. Helmet says, read Shadow over. What was that? Shadow over Innsmouth from Lovecraft. He hit it out of the park with his depiction of modernistic derangement, almost prophetic. Hold on, let me see if I have it. If I have it, I'll read that. Let me see. Great Tales of Horror by Lovecraft. It's called The Shadows over Innsmouth. Let's see. Do I have it? Do I have it? Survey says. Let's see. Shadow over Innsmouth. Yep, I do. I have it. Shadow or page 195 of the book. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so that's a recommendation from Mood of Hell. So I'm gonna read that. Shadow over Innsmouth. And hopefully that'll jumpstart my Lovecraft reading. So I can get more learned with my stuff. People are saying this channel is furry central. I don't know if it's true, but people are saying it. What people, Jolly? What people? Can't believe everything here on the internet, especially about me. About me. Because what they say about me is a spear chuck. Don't listen to them. I'm always martyred for no reason. Oh, this is Kansas still trying to lend the credence that the lady in the Shape of Water is somehow amphibious. He says she has scars on her neck that have led some to believe that she may also be partially amphibian. And in the final scene, she loses her legs and gains gills, allowing her to live in the water with the fishman. Okay, so then I guess it's not really implied then, is it, Kissifus? That doesn't sound like it's implication. It sounds like it's directly stated that she's a gill person, Kissifus. Maybe don't misrepresent a movie if you're going to defend it, right, Kissifus? You should know this by now. Kissifus? But no, you don't do that. You want to make me to a fool, but you don't do that because you know how to present your case right. I watched Creatures of Black Lagoon on Son of Svengoolie in 1983. My mom bought 3D glasses for me and my brother. Yeah, those are fun. My siblings got the 3D glasses, and I watched it with them. I watched this movie and The Mask, that Canadian Mask movie from 1961. Very eerie movie, even more eerie when you watch it in the 3D. But I quite liked it. That was a very eerie movie, The Mask. Look it up. The comment about her gaining gills and losing her legs is in reference to Shape of Water. Spoilers. Yes, we figured that out, Kissifus. Thank you for that. League of Extraordinary had 3D glasses with the graphic novel. Nice. There you go. Check out Grimlight Collective, Creature Black Lagoon from the Let's look it up. Let's let me just take a quick peek at it. That way, if there's no issues with copyright, we can show some of it. Let's see. This looks like a. Oh no, this is just modern stuff. But yeah, Andrew Curry showing the link to, I guess, a mini documentary shot in the modern times about the locations that were used to shoot Creatures from the Black Lagoon. So there's this link, and then there's this link. There you go, guys. Give Angela Curry a shout out for that. She showed you the links. There's your. Actually, you know what? Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this for Angela because that's pretty cool that she did this. I'm gonna go ahead. If you're not on my Discord, shame on. I'm gonna put this in my Discord, like right now. Okay, and that way you guys can look at it. If you're on my Discord, you can look at it at your own leisure. And if you're not on my Discord, get connected with somebody who is on my Discord, and they can send you the links, and then you can see it on your own time. As my Discord opens up, here we go. Okay, for those that are in my Discord, I am posting these links in the materials for stream section. That Angela Curry is she should be my Discord, right? Let me see. Is Angela Curry my Discord? I think so. I think that's her. I believe that's her. Anyway, so there's the first link, and now I'm gonna put in the second link. There's video number 2. Right, that is video number 2, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, there you go. So the 2 videos are in my Discord under the materials for stream section. So go check them out at your leisure and enjoy, because that's how we do things here. And I'll check it out on my own time as well. A lot of the stuff for me to check out. I got to read that H.P. Lovecraft book and check out those videos. Helmet says it's implied stuff in the story. Shady illegal aliens. Oh, this is the you talk about the H.P. Lovecraft book. Illegal aliens crossbreeding with fish people who worship a demonic sea entity. Yeah, interesting. Okay, now I'm definitely curious. Thanks for the recommendation, Moodavell. I'm definitely curious now, so I'm gonna check it out. I think that's what you're talking about. Or are you talking about the Shape of Water still? I don't know. You people with your non sequitur conversations. Can you keep up? Please keep up. Anyway, Shape of Water is worse than Razorback. Oh, that's ouch. That's owie. That's really owie. Strongly implied means they didn't say flat out. Well, she showed her freaking gills. They are saying it flat out. I mean, good night. She's got gills. She's also like, I mean, maybe she did become a guild person. I mean, it's only implied because she gained gills and lost her legs. It looks like a guild person and quacks like a guild person, so she might be a guild person. That's not implied, it's strongly stated. Do you need help, Kissifis? Do you need me to come and give you intervention for interpreting fiction? I think you do. Eric still did a great job. Mood of hell. Anyway, Kay says a Chinese ghost story. Yes, I know I'm gonna get crap for this. A Chinese ghost story is worse than a circumcision with rusted chainsaw. Look, it looked like it was gonna be a good movie. I mean, it is a good movie, I guess, somewhat, maybe a little bit. Don't know, not sure. I wasn't really impressed, but it's a classic. But knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't have showed it. What can I tell you? More than me. That's all I can tell you. I am hardly on Discord. Well, that's not my problem. There are people in my community who are on Discord, so I'm giving it to them because it's good for them after the stream to look into the material and edify their time and edify their love for the material, like this movie. And we haven't talked much about Creature from the Black Lagoon, but I mean the story is pretty standard. They find a fossilized claw in the beginning, and they go into to trek into the Amazon jungle so they can look for more fossils. And instead of fossils, they find an actual gill man who goes on a murdering spree. Although it's implied now, Kithifis, if you're listening, this is implication. It's implied that the creature only reacts in self-defense or when he feels his territory is being threatened. Now, there's a couple of scenes where he outright murders innocent victims, but again, the implication is that they were on his turf, so he's defending his turf. Still, it's a monster, and he's going to do monster things, and you got to kill a monster because that's how these monster movies go. Personally, the story, the plot, not complex. The characters are well written. The acting is good in this movie. I'm sure, especially as you can see, this was a stand-up performance for Julie Adams in the role of Kay in the iconic white bathing suit that she wears. So that goes without saying. And a lot of famous publicity photos in her bathing suit from this movie. But yeah, the plot isn't complex, but what makes it a classic is the special effects, the Gilman suit, the underwater photography is amazing. The acting is pretty solid in the movie. And of course, Julie Adams is very attractive. She's a very attractive lady, and that helps out. All these things combined to make a very superior movie. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's taking what you know that works, putting it together competently, and you have a classic. And that's what Creature from the Black Lagoon is. It's that kind of movie. And again, the influence is because of the monster itself. That's where the influence from various media, as we have seen in the chat. So, can we guess who's going to the band zone? No, because I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong. You're going to have to wait till Thursday. So the induction will happen on Thursday. So. It was just a confession. I need to do more Discord in 2020. Well, Angel, in fairness, if you don't have to do it, don't do it. It's Discord is still kind of retarded. It's just I use it as a means, for material to get people inspired and what have you. So it's a nice way to also promote my stuff and what have you. But if you don't go on it, you don't need to go on it. It's okay. Imply they said that. They said who said what? What is it with these broken sentences? Who said what? That she's a gill man? That's not an implication. That's directly stated. Can you catch up? Catch up. Oh wait. Oh, he says, actually I'm lying. They did it, but never give a last month of satisfaction. Too late. You already did. I got the satisfaction. I feel satisfied, Kissifus. Thank you. You've satisfied me. So now I feel like now I can move on with my life and feel like I've moved mountains. So, my throat is all bloody now because I try to keep correcting you people on your errors and mistakes, but you don't listen. Discord is good for backroom gossip and trash talking about other creators. Ask Angela. Oh, I know you people go there and you conspire. I know you do because those spears ain't chucking themselves. That's how I know. So don't think I don't know. I know exactly what's happening every time. I haven't decided if I'm going to do the other two movies in the Gilman franchise. Maybe Revenge of the Creature because that is a solid one. but I don't know about Revenge about the Creature Walks Among Us. So I may do Revenge. Actually, no, because this being Halloween, month of Halloween, I don't want to just do the Gilman movies. So I'm gonna change it up for next week. So we did Gilman today. I'll pick another movie next week that's a slightly different classic horror movie, monster movie, I should say, monster movie. We want to keep on the Monday monster moratorium. Monster, that means no slashers, no supernatural, like monsters, like fangs and claws and murder and all that stuff. So that's what I mean. What else? I like trash talking to other creators. I think everybody should do that. It's fun. It's fun for you because you're not a creator. That's why it's fun for you. But for me, it's life and death. Because when y'all's in the back talking about creators and you put my life on the line, that ain't cool. Because I'm important in this universe. I have importance in this community because people like me, we make comic books. You need to respect me. Moon of Hell, respect me. I bring respect and prestige. Like me, Frank Miller, Atomic Fun, we're important in this community. So you guys can't have talk smack about us because if we do, that ends us, and then you guys have nothing. No entertainment, nothing. You just have to watch the paint dry. And you don't want that. Who are you talking about? Wait, he also called me Kissy while saying, people are going to God. They're gonna gossip anyway, Kissifus. That's just the way it is. So you did it to yourself. You did that to yourself. You brought that upon yourself, that gossip. What do I rate this movie on a scale of 1 to 4? I mean, 4 being the highest, of course. I would give it 3 stars out of 4. I know some of you will give it 4, some of you will get 3.5, and that's fine. I think, to me, it's 3 because everything about it was good, but I feel like it wasn't like a complex plot. It wasn't like a very, well thought out plot. It was basic plot, but because it's the first of its kind, it's gonna get the accolades. It's gonna get the the acknowledgement of what it is. Great suit acting, great special effects, and I love the Gilman monster, and that's why like the Ninja Turtle naked crossover of the Gilman with Leonardo is my favorite of the bunch. It's the only one that I got because I like the Gilman, and I thought the sculpt was actually very good of Leonardo as the Gilman. Let me increase the screen again so you guys can see it, so you guys can marvel at my Gilman Leonardo crossover, even down to the claws, right? The Gilman claws, very well done. Like if you see the movie, you can see like the gills in the back are just like in the movie. The gills are on the Leonardo Gilman are just like that. So yeah, when NECA does a good job of sculpting, they're the best at it. They're absolutely the best. Let me lower my screen for a second. What happened to my screen? Anyway, it's not. Let me do this thing. There we go. Okay. Well, let me show you this. I got this last week. I didn't show you guys, but this is the Haya King Ghidorah. This thing is massive, but it's beautifully sculpted. This is the 1991 King Ghidorah, right? And all kinds of playability. I didn't do an unboxing because when I got it, I said, fuck it, I was going to open it and play with it because I couldn't wait for the unboxing. So I just waited. I ordered this thing September of last year, pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store. And it was a pre-order. It was supposed to arrive in June, but the tariffs hit and they delayed it for a couple months. But got this baby in the mail last week, and it's awesome. This is like one of the best figures, King Ghidorah figures on the market. And I'm not as big of a fan of the 91 Ghidorah as I am of the original 64 Ghidorah, but this is as close to it, and it's freaking awesome. This is easily the best King Ghidorah figure on the market. And yes, this is better than the SH Monster Arts figure. Fight me on that. Totally. So let me put this guy back. Look how huge this is. This is like freaking awesome, isn't it? You guys are jealous of me, right? Right? You're jealous of me, right? You should be, because I have all the cool stuff. Wait. What do you guys? Wait. Oh, so this is KSS promoting Woodrow's comic. Go and check out 32 pages of Woodrow's comic here. So there you go. There's the link tree to that. KSS is reflecting my score. He says 3 out of 5 out of 4. I gave it. That's book. It's great fun. Old movie. I have no doubt that James Wan will f up that remake. Yeah, maybe that. Yeah, I have no I don't know how to put it, but I have no confidence that any remake is going to do it justice. It's going to probably be all woke and shit. So I don't know. I don't know. But you know what's not woke is this King Ghidorah figure from Haya. This is a awesome figure. See look how big this is. Right? And it's perfectly in scale by other Godzilla figures. Here's the Godzilla NECA figure from the 1963 Godzilla figure, and it's awesome. Actually, I'm still waiting for my 91 Godzilla figure from the same movie from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, which is where this figure is from. So that figure is also on pre-order. Should be arriving soon. Like that was supposed to come out in July, and again the tariffs delayed it. So the figure should be coming in soon. And when it does, I'll show it to you. I just wanted to show off my King Ghidorah figure. Wait, what do you mean you couldn't see it? It was there. You could see it. Wait, is my volume still low? Oh, it's blurred. What I showed you was blurred. Is that what happened? It was good before. It was good before. I'm telling you on a lot. It was good before. Let me go to my channel for a second because when I looked at the stream before, it was fine. It was fine. Let me see. Let me mute the tab so that the play myself while no F off. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should take off the share screen. Hold on. I'm going to take off share screen for a second. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. Let's do this again. My King Ghidorah figure. Okay. Here it is. Look how big and massive this thing is. From 1991 King Ghidorah from Haya Toys, which was a pre-order from last year, and it was supposed to come in June, but the tariffs delayed it for a few months. I got it last week. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing it from the YouTube tab. Now I can see it better, so I can see no issue with the screen. So now you guys can see it. Okay, you guys can see it now. There you go. Okay, there you go. There you go. So now you can't say about my internet because it's looking good now. And here's the back. Here's the tails of it. There we go. Massive. And here, and again, I'll show you the Godzilla from the King Kong vs. Godzilla movie from 1962 in scale, so you can see how it looks in the scale. See, it's awesome. So hours of fun with this. Yes, you get hours of fun with this for sure. So, and you know the necks can bend anyway. You could make like awesome photos of monster in flight. The only thing that sucks is the wing. One of the wings doesn't stay in place, but it happens. Yes, yeah. By the way, so I'm thinking with the Road Warrior Drake Sleepathon. I'm thinking with that move, I'm gonna probably have to go into StreamYard as opposed to StreamLab because I've done some experiments with StreamYard, and when it comes to sharing screen grab, whatever. When it comes to that, I find that StreamYard does a better job of it than StreamLab because StreamLab has a lot of choppiness to it. So if I do the Sleepathon this year, I'm gonna have to probably do it with the what do you call it? I'm gonna have to do it with the StreamYards. So, and of course my dogs are big. Yeah, so Black Ass Cinephile likes it. The King Ghidorah. Eliza sits in that room and play fights with those toys for hours. And it's productive. And it helps me inspire stories. StreamYard. I can talk on StreamYard. Yeah, I may have to. That means I'm gonna make a choice by this weekend because I got paid this week. If I do the Sleepathon, I'm gonna have to cut my subscription on Streamlabs and go back on StreamYard. StreamYard's prices went down a bit from their initial $50 ripoff plan, so you know it's somewhat affordable again. So I may go back to StreamYard, whichever. If I do that, it'll be better because I think Streamlabs uses a lot more of my RAM. I don't find that problem with StreamYard. And I noticed that with the screenshot, with the screen capturing. Streamlab, screen capture, it's choppy, whereas StreamYard is still smooth. There's no issues with screen capture, so I might just do the StreamYard. But I'm gonna do some more tests this week because I realized I can't do the Sleepathon on StreamLab because it'll be choppy and it's gonna ruin the experience. I'd rather not do that. You know, I'd just rather not. So he's not gay, Kizifis. He's my therapy dog, and you know this. You know this. Total botch job. The likes of you people. Yeah, you people. The likes of you people. Let me go ahead and share my screen because I want to show you guys a trailer. It's a trailer for a movie from 19. Okay, it says 81, right? And put it in theater mode. See if it plays. It says it was in 1981. So there was an Italian movie called The Island of the Fishmen, which came out in 1979. And we're talking about this because since we're on the subject of Gilman and fish people and all that stuff. So the Italians did a movie called Island of the Fishmen with Barbara Bach and Joseph Cotton. And it was a creature feature. Group of convicts escape to an island. Most of them get killed by these fish creatures, and then there's a plot about like retrieving the materials from the lost city of Atlantis and all that stuff. In 1981, New World Pictures got the rights to show the movie in the U.S., and for some reason, well, what they did was they added 10 minutes of new footage in the beginning of the movie, and it was mostly 10 minutes of gore, which it was in heavily contrast with the rest of the movie because the rest of the movie was more not lighthearted, but it was tame with the violence compared to the first 10 minutes of the American added footage. But on top of that, they did a trailer in which the footage shown in the trailer didn't appear in the movie at all. None of the footage that was shot either for the American version or the Italian version appears in the trailer for this movie. So I want to show you this so you can see how ridiculous this is. The trailer is actually pretty cool, but mind you, none of this is in any version of the movie. So here we go.
Screamers are coming. They're men turned inside out. Their lungs blow up and burst. Their brains expand. And their bodies implode. And the worst thing of all is, they're still alive. Screamers. They'll turn you inside out. Screamers. Rated R.
Persons under 17 not admitted
Why,
without
yes,
parent or guardian.
you're very astute. It actually is a trailer for Screamers because when they brought it into the U.S., they changed the name from Island of the Fishmen to Screamers. And this trailer, all that footage in the trailer didn't appear in the movie. Not even the actresses in the trailer were in the movie. This is completely different, 100% from the actual trailer, from the actual movie. And why that's significant is because when they showed the movie in a drive-in, there was one incident in a drive-in in Georgia where the people rioted because they were not shown the movie they were promised in the trailer. So it was a thing. Let me show you what these creatures look like. So Island of the Fishmen from 1979. Actually, Creature Features showed it on Friday, but they showed the Screamers version. They didn't show the Island of the Fishmen version. Here's a picture of Barbara Bach with one of the monsters. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to show this. Actually, I'm going to show this one. This is pretty... is that one? And should I show this one? This one has some more... This one has a fuller body version. Okay, yeah, I'm going to show... Is it... Yeah, let's show that one. Okay. So I'm going to show you what the monsters look like. They look a combo of Gilman and like big-headed piranha heads or something. So there's definitely some Gilman influence in this movie. And there's actually a shot. Here's another shot of the monsters. This is pretty good. Let me show you this one. So you can see the influence of the Gilman. There you go. So that's it right there. That's the monsters from the Island of the Fishmen. There's one shot that was shot for the American version, which has one of the convicts slowly being experimented on and transitioning to one of the fishmen. And the makeup looks almost exactly like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Here it is right here. So this shot that I'm showing you right here was from the American version of Island of the Fishmen, and the Italian version had the makeup had a different makeup. It wasn't anything like this. I mean, here, okay, so there you go. So this is from Island of the Fishman. This is the scene where one of the convicts is being experimented on, and he becomes a fishman. And you can see the organs on the outside is because the trailer promised men being turned from the inside out. So to keep in spirit of that trailer, they added some organs on the outside to kind of to promote the fact that these were creatures from these are men being turned from the inside out. So, but you can see the makeup looks startlingly similar to the Gill Man, and that's by design because they're fishmen. So there you go. Brian Chris guys, I Know the Fishman is a fun Sergio Martino movie. So so the Fishman and the Screamers both are different in pacing. Like I Know the Fishman is more slower in pace, more story oriented, and Screamers is just cuts right to the action. It trims scenes, and the first 10 minutes is the American stuff with all the gore and violence. But Creature Feature showed it on their YouTube channel on Friday, the Screamers version. If you guys want to check it out, but if you're more interested in getting the original vision, then seek out Island of the Fishman. But yeah, this is as you can see, this is heavily inspired by Creature from the Black Lagoon, obviously. So it says not the Screamers. Then it says Gee. Let me see. Most I just saw a millisecond of what this is. The answer is no, definitely not. Yeah, definitely not that one. No. It's a 1981 version of the 1979 movie with Barbara Bach. Yeah, this is like Dr. Butcher, MD Zombie Apocalypse. I have that movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I have that movie. I should watch it. I gotta make a copy. I should watch it. I do have it. I have a lot of movies I gotta put on DVD. So, here is Plunchcast saying hi to our good friend Arnold. Arnold's in the chat. He says, if you pop over to Plunchcast tomorrow, I will bring you on to talk classic anime if you're interested. Yes, you know what? Let's give Plunchcast some love. If you haven't been to his channel, give him a sub, and let's pop into the stream. Let's encourage him. You know, let's let him grow. We need more. He's got a lot of knowledge on stuff. Let's build him up. Let us encourage this network. Let's encourage this network. Are you on my Discord? You are on my Discord, right, Plunchcast? Yeah, you are. You are. So put the link in there. And if people want to join in the StreamYard or DM whomever and do that. It'll be fun. They look like love crabs, deep ones, says Prank Chris Gal. Is that another story? Hold on, deep one. Let me see. Let me see something. Because I have the love crab book right. Helmet recommend I should read Shadow of the Innsmouth. Let's see here. Is that the same? Is that what the creatures are called in the story? Let's see. Okay. Shadow over Innsmouth. That's I'm gonna read that. So Barbara Bach liked the Fishmen. They reminded her of her man, Ringo Starr. Yes. Okay. Kind of Admiral Akbar looking. Kinda. Yeah, I guess kinda. Not really. No, you're just that's not. No, you're wrong. Actually, you're 100% wrong. So I judged you. Yes, Einel has accepted Plungecast offer to appear on streams. There you go. That'll be awesome. Building the network, guys. The community. Creature of the Black Lagoon holds up very well, nicely even. The creature effects in that are amazing. Yeah, I talked about the effects, the suitmation, top notch, totally top notch, and the photography is well done with the creature. In some shots, it looks very menacing and imposing, especially the underwater scenes. The soundtrack was made by D'Angelo's brothers, aka Oliver Onions, also did the soundtrack for Your. Well, there you go. There you go. By the way, the soundtrack for Creature from the Black Lagoon was reused as stock music for when Universal distributed King Kong vs. Godzilla in the States. So if you ever watched the American version of King Kong vs. Godzilla, a lot of that music is from Creature from the Black Lagoon. So they very shamelessly lifted, but since Universal had the right to do it, they did it. So there you go. Wait. Be careful with what? Oh, you talk about Are you talking about Island of the Fishermen? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I was just showing this because I saw this movie again, or Screamers, the version of movie of that movie was Screamers, on Friday when Creature Feature showed their premiere of it, and I was like, hey, we're doing Gilman, we're doing Creature from the Black Lagoon, and this kind of has that inspiration from it. So I was like, let me just talk a little bit about this because it kind of ties in. So it's like it'd be good material, good content, you know, excellent content. Shadow or Innsmouth is maybe HPL's best story. Yeah, I got a recommendation for it. So, yeah. Or are you talking about H.P. Lovecraft? Is that what you're talking about? The Shadow over Innsmouth? Is that what you're talking about? Probably is, right? You guys gotta help me with context when you type in the chat because I don't know what you guys are talking about. Stuart Gordon and Dennis Paoli did an adaptation of Shadow, but changed the title to. Oh, okay. I know Dagon. I haven't seen Dagon, but I know about Dagon. So so it came from it was inspired by Shadow? Okay. Yeah, because I know about Dagon and I haven't seen Dagon, but I've been wanting to see it for a little while. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Now I'm definitely gonna read it because I know that Stuart Gordon and Brian Usna were big Lovecraft fans. So speaking of which, do I have Herbert West in this one? Let me see. Is Herbert West among my stories? It should be. Yes, Herbert West Reanimator. Nice. Okay, so I got to read this. Okay, I really have to. I just realized I haven't seen Island of the Fishman. I did watch one old movie about mermaids recently. Yeah, go check it out. Island of the Fishman you could find anywhere. Screamers again. Screamers was on the Creature Feature channel, but if you want to see the original Italian version, then you should reach out Island of the Fishman. So yeah. So I think I'm caught up in the chat, right? Yes, I am. I'm caught up in the chat. KSS has the link to Plungecast channel. Give him a sub. Help him along when he streams. Join the chat, engage. You know, and Plungecast. You should also like when you see the chat, engage the chat to kind of get an idea of your of pacing when you're talking. So that way, the engagement and the interaction remains consistent. So it'll help you grow. Full movie of Dagon is available on YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out after I read the Lovecraft movie. But yeah, I'm gonna check that out. So read the Dunwich Horror, you jerk. Well, don't tell me twice, KSS. I will do it. I think I'm caught up. Okay. Now 9:43. We've been streaming for an hour. How much? An hour and 12 minutes. So yeah, so I'm gonna make a decision this weekend if I'm gonna cancel my Streamlab and go to StreamYard. Actually, let me see how much StreamYard is before I do that. Let me see. What is the monthly subscription now for StreamYard? Let's see. Actually, while I'm doing that, let me go back to the Creature from the Black Lagoon photo. Okay, let's see. Now they're asking me for how much. They'll let me know about their AI thumbnail option. So if I upgrade, it'll be for $35.99, which is $36 a month. Down from 44, which was already down from 50. That's the core plan. Shit, I'm paying 17 for a Streamlab. But again, I can't do the Road Warrior Sleepathon with the Streamlab because of the problem with and the thing is this, no one has shown me how to do OBS. Like I've asked so many people how to do OBS, none of them have shown me, so they're all freaking jerks. All of them. Yeah, so and I'm guessing maybe the OBS will be better with the screen share. It probably won't take as much RAM as Streamlabs, but Plungecast has a great piece of trivia. The film is a vanity project of realtor billionaire John Hyung-woo, who financed part of the film's budget. Dagon, right? We're talking about Dagon? I think we're talking about Dagon, right? Or are you talking about this other movie? the one you talked about, Empires of the Deep, which is not related to what we discussed, but it's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you. Not related to what we discussed. Brian Kriskow shamelessly promoting this. Brian, this isn't about you. This is about me right now. You hear from me. This is me time. But he's saying that he did streams about Kioma and Manaja, and I was doing a spaghetti western stream. Sounds tasty. Cool. Cool story, bro. Cool. Awesome. That's great. Spaghetti western. I love spaghetti western. I'm not a western fan, but I love the Sergio Leone, Clint Eastwood movies. They're actually pretty fun. Very well made movies, all of them. Yeah, it's $34. I'm debating it because like I said, I'm paying $17 for Streamlab, and that's obviously more cost effective. But if I can't do the screen share, then it kind of kills my ability to. Oh wait, here's the thing too. Wait. Oh, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. You know why? Yeah, forget it. Because I was looking at the yearly plan. They charge you yearly for it if you do the $35 a month. So you got to pay. Yeah, because if I was to do that plan, then let's see. Yeah, I got to pay $431 for that plan to do it the yearly plan for $35. Because if I do it monthly, it goes back to $44. So yeah, so forget that. I got to figure something out. I'm gonna figure something out, guys. We'll figure something out because the Streamlab isn't gonna work with the Road Warrior Drake Sleepathon. Well, hold on, maybe. I really gotta think about this. Maybe I gotta remove some of the intros, just so I can. So that way it'll have less to load. That could be it. That could be it. Okay, it says read the Dunwich Horror now. Read it to the chat. Amf, do the voices. Amf? You gonna call me that? My name is Amf now? Really? Kids says this? Really? You're losing it. You're totally losing it. Totally losing it. That's you're right, Gee. You're right. I should ditch my computer shit. I should ditch it, and I just get a new one, right? I need you people to send me money. How about that? How about you send me money for me to buy a new computer, Gee? Right, Gee? But you won't do that. You're one of those people that says do something, but you won't participate in the solution. That's your kind. You banish people. Raptor would do it on StreamYards. So he's. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Huh. Well, no, because if I get any super chats, I want that money. So I gotta think about it. Guys. Let me think about this one. Bar has a StreamYard account. But then again, yeah, if you guys give him super chats, he does deserve the money. So okay, I'll do that. Maybe I'll talk to Raptor about it. I'll see what he says. That might not be a bad idea. I'll think about that one. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. You guys are really like you've yeah, that works. That actually works. Okay, I'll talk to him about that. Okay, but then I won't have I don't need my intros. I'm doing special intros for that day stream. So, okay, this is not a guys. You've helped me out here. See, this is good. Wait, can't you get money from doing StreamYards? No. I was my mind was completely like not thinking. So don't worry about it, Angela. I actually I figured out what to do. It's fine. But yeah, they're saying do Raptors. I might if he lets me do it, then yeah, that might work. It may work. Well, when I start making consistent money like that, Plunchcast, I will do it. Right now, I'm making enough money to just scrape by with my utilities and bills, but not enough to get stuff to do with the computer, which I'm going to try to do at some point. Tell people, I should do that. Like what I should do is I should do that, right, and show some cleavage, right, and then I'll get a new computer, right, because that seems to work, right? I should do that, right? Yeah. Right, it seems to work, right? Like I should just, maybe I should go topless, right? Should I go topless? What do you think? Maybe I should go topless, right, guys? Should I go topless? What do you think? I'm trying to make money. Well, my mama gave me. Oh, we got a super chat from Plungecast, $2 New Zealand. Thank you for the $2, Plungecast. He says, PC fun. Yes, I got $2 for the PC fun. Yes, I am $2 closer. Yes. Thank you, Plungecast. That's $2 New Zealand, which means it's probably like $1.20. But still, either way, it's dinero. I thank you for that. That's awesome. Awesome. Cool. Cool beans. Wait. Okay, never mind. I see what you're saying, Andrew. I see what you're saying. Okay. You wouldn't have those problems if you would produce a swimsuit calendar. I don't do swimsuit calendars, helmets. See, this is why. Anyway, it's 9:51. I'm gonna have to call the stream because you guys are just so. I don't know what you guys are. I don't know what you think you are, but it ain't worth it. It ain't cool. Like we're here talking about an awesome movie, cool horror movie, cool fun science fiction horror film, and you took it into a realm I didn't need to go to. They don't need to go to. Well, you're like 5 to 10 minutes behind the stream. Well, it's okay. I got your money, so I appreciate that, Plungecast. You're the best. Thank you for that. If you haven't saw the Plungecast, go ahead and do it. Get on his channel. He's streaming tomorrow. Let's all hang out in the chat. Let's have fun and let's encourage his growth because he's active with us. He's engaging, and we got to build each other. And this is how it's supposed to go. Jung says, "Oh, that's not going to be streaming from the." If they let me, I'll do it. I'll do it. They let me, but they won't do it. They won't let me. So, OnlyFans. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yes, that's a good. I should do that. Kay says, "Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with." I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a rap song. And you're a degenerate, and for that, and I'm gonna have a cop shoot you for that. No color. I see what you said in the chat. Colors. You did not win. You'll never win. Colors. You'll never win. No, the band zone isn't engaged because they're banned. You guys stay in the band zone. We ignore you. We don't acknowledge you. We don't at you. You're banned. This community's better without y'all people. Are we going to talk about creatures? We just did, Kids of Us. We just did. We had a conversation about it. Where were you? I know you were probably somewhere else doing something unrelated and unproductive. You should have been here where we were doing the good stuff and we were part of a building network. But you didn't want to do that. You just want to go over there and do whatever to somebody. I don't care where, how, where, but you chose not to. That's on you. See? And now you encourage Colors to be violent because that's all she does is violence. All she does is violence. All she does. But you could do the same D word face 100 times and then crowdfund it. No, because I'll start owing people money if I do that. I don't want to do that. Anyway, this Thursday, Indie Comic Outliers will be streaming. I'll be reviewing Twitless's Omega Girl issue number 5, which I have right here. I did the unboxing, and it was quite the unboxing. It was a glorious unboxing last week. Issue number 5 of Omega Girl by Twitless. I'll be reviewing. Oh no, wrong one. Hold on. It's this one, the one that he actually packed and he didn't board it. He packed it. But this one, this is what we do. Issue number 5. Wait, what's this? Did he put a piece of masking tape on this? Why did he do that? Why did he? Oh, I see why. I see why. Because there's a hole in the. He packed the comic with the hole in the. Oh, wait a second. Wait, do I see 3 books in here? Hold on, I didn't even see this. Hold on, there's 3 books in here. Wait a minute. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait, the plot thickens, folks. Hold on. I thought there was only 1 book. There's actually 3 in here. Wait a minute. So, wait. Issue 5. Oh, wait, these are variant covers. Is that what this is? These are variant covers? Oh, no. Issue 5. Issue 6 is right here. I'm guessing this is issue 7. I mean, let me just confirm that because there's no number on here. So I'm guessing this is issue 7. Because I have issues 4. So 5 is 6. Yes, I'm guessing this is issue 7. Okay, so I got 5, 6, and 7. So I'm going to put it with my issue 4 and my issue 3. So I can continue building my Omega Girl collection. Because why not? Because F you, that's why. Wait, we didn't learn about the movie. It was made in 1954 by Jack Arnold. We talked about the 3D stuff, Kissy. I had a whole segment talking about the 3D stuff, but you didn't listen because you're too busy doing something, whatever. We did talk about it. I talked about when I was in New York, and WPIX New York was showing the 3D version of the movie, and we were talking about fun times when you went to the smoke shop to get magazine with the 3D glasses so you can see the movie. But you didn't care about that. You were talking about something else. You were talking about Shape of Water and the bestiality. You degenerate. That's why you didn't hear about this part. You should have been listening. God. And he wonders why I call them kissers every time. Did I put out digital copies of Drake? Yeah, I had digital copies of Beast Citizen Road Roy Drake and Street Champion Roy Drake. So I do have those out. I do have the PDFs for those. Hit me up, Punch guys. After the stream, hit me up. Okay, if you'll do a review, then I'll send you a copy. So okay, yeah, there's Plunchcast's channel. Let's all show him some love. Hit the subscribe button. Go there. We'll head there tomorrow with a stream, and hopefully we can build this. Let's do this. Start over. My throat is bleeding, Curry. My throat is bleeding. What more can I say that's going to not get people bored? This came out in 1954, which is the year of the radioactive monsters with them and Godzilla. I talked about the great underwater cinematography. Ben Chapman and Rico Browning both played the monster. Ben Chapman on land, Rico Browning underwater. So it was implied she was a fish lady. Her legs fell up and she had, look, Tesserfest. If her gills grew and her legs fell off, it was no implication. It was outright stated. Implied would have been she fell into the water and then I was able to breathe, and it comes off right there. That's implication. This is directly stating she's a fish person. You jerk. Freaking jerk. Link to what? Your stream? They put the link in. Yeah, they put the link in here. See, look, there you go. There's the link to your stream, to your YouTube channel, right there. There it is, right there. So I'm going to call it a stream because you guys just don't know how to have a healthy conversation with me. You don't know how to have engagement, healthy engagement. Just healthy, but it's fine. It's fine. One day I'll just be unalived, and you guys will have victory dance, and you'll be fine, and I'm sure you'll have somebody better than me. Spoiler alert, you won't. You cannot replace me. I cannot be replaced. You think you can replace, but you can. Actually, you know what? I think I put all these Omega girls in here, right? Let me see. If I can do that, this would be the best thing Twitless has ever sent me. You put all of the issues. Yeah, look, they all fit in here. So I can actually put all the Omega Girl comics in this bag here, and they'll be protected. Nice. There we go. So I can keep them all in here and have my own omnibus of loosely connected books. Cool. All right. On that note, I'm going to call it a stream. You guys have a great rest of your day or evening, or if you're on the other side of the planet, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys Thursday for Indie Comic Outliers as we induct the newest member of the Band Zone. Toodles.